So stand in Tadasana to the front of the mat. Feet underneath your sitting bones or together. Just start to feel the earth beneath you so you're grounded and stable. Pressing the balls of the feet to the earth, the in and outer heel. And the crown of the head lifts. Then on your inhale, you can extend your arms all the way out to the side, all the way towards the sky. And exhale, simply bring the palms together in the center of the chest. So we're slowing down the breath. The inhale is a rising breath, pressing the feet to the earth to rise. The exhale, grounding down, and hands to the heart. Just one more time. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, extend the arms all the way up to the sky. And this time come into chair pose, so you bend your knees, take your seat back, tailbone down. Feel the strength through the legs as the thighs move in towards the hips. And there's a length from the pubic bone to the heart. Your arms can be out in front if it bothers your shoulders to have them above the head. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, fold all the way forward into a standing forward bend. So you can keep your knees bent to allow the head to relax and to lengthen the lower back. Inhale, just come halfway up. Hands can be on the floor or on the shins. And then as you exhale, you fold it all the way down again. Let's do that again. Inhale, rising halfway, extending your chest forward. And as you exhale, fold it all the way. Inhale, come back into chair pose to lift through the chest. And rise all the way to standing, hands at the heart. Wonderful. Bring the hands to the hips. Have your feet underneath the sitting bones. And step the left leg back. So a nice long step. Press the feet firmly to the earth again. Thigh bones lift into the pelvis. Extend the arms towards the sky. Pressing down for the feet, bend the front knee, warrior one pose. So in warrior one pose, we start to connect to the pelvis. The pelvis here is level, facing straight to the front of the mat. So go ahead and press the feet firmer into the earth. Feel the connection all the way to your hip sockets, to the pelvic floor, to your navel, to your heart, to your crown. Take another inhale. Exhale, maybe bend a little bit deeper. Inhale, rise all the way up. Turn the toes to your left side. And again, outer edges of the feet parallel. We'll fold forward into a standing forward bend. So fingertips can come to the floor, to a block. So just taking a moment just to allow the back of the legs to extend. Find space behind the knees without locking them. So there is that moment of creating space, softness and ease, but with stability. Bring the hands to the hips, come halfway up, and rise all the way up. Let's turn to the back of the mat. So again, square the pelvis so you can straighten both legs for a moment. Lift all 10 toes off the floor so you feel that connection to the earth, thigh bones rising into the pelvis. Pubic bone can lift, the tailbone can draw down. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Bend your left knee, warrior one pose. And so you can have the left knee over the left heel, drawing that left thigh bone back. And as you press into your right foot, the right hip shifts forward. Again, lift the pubic bone. There's a slight buoyancy in the pelvic floor. So the warrior being strong and powerful, stable and grounded, focused. Bring the hands to the hips, rise all the way. Turn the toes to the side of the mat. Interlace the fingers behind you and you fold forward into your wide-legged standing forward pose. And so the standing poses are very grounding. They can be quite powerful and strong, almost fiery. But when we connect through the legs, the pelvis, to the feet, to the earth, we stay grounded. So let's go ahead and come halfway up and rise all the way up. Turn the right toes to the front of the mat again. Square the hips, warrior one. Reach the arms to the sky, find that lightness. This time you bend your left elbow behind you, so left hand behind your heart. And you can lift your heart higher, just so we get a bit more space in the body. You can enjoy a little bit of a back bend here. Keep that openness, take your right arm all the way around. Find your fingertips or simply hold on to your top. So now we enjoy a little bit more of a back bend and feeling the openness for the front of the left side of the body. Keep pressing into the front leg. Lift your left heel off the floor and start to extend forward. We'll come into a warrior 3 pose. So we're starting to ground down through that front leg, the right leg, and the left leg lifts off the earth. Keep your heart extending forward as your right thigh lifts up. Spread the toes of the back leg. Float all the way back, warrior 1. Straighten both legs. Turn the toes to the side, we'll fold forward again. But see if you can keep your arm variation. So even as we fold inwards, there's that support to the back of the heart, openness across the collarbones, lightness. Rise all the way back up. Reach your arms to the side, a little bit of space. Arms to the sky. This time bend your right elbow behind you. So that sense of lifting through the heart. Take your left arm all the way around. Find your top or your fingertips. Turn the left toes to the back of the mat. Bend the left knee, warrior 1. So really press down for that back leg. Keep the pubic bone lifting. So as we ground down, there's still a sense of lightness. And certainly when we move into these warrior poses, balancing poses, like warrior 3, we need our focus. So let's go ahead and lift the back heel off the floor. Start to float forward. You can even stay on your toes here. And then start to extend that right leg behind you. Extend your heart forward. Now you can always choose a different arm variation. You could have your arms extending forward or hands to the hips. So you choose whichever variation feels good. But most of us here, we need to focus on lifting the left hip, so the standing leg, but grounding down through the right hip, so we might need to drop it down. Shift back, warrior 1. Reach your legs, or standing up with both legs straight. Turn the toes to the side, let's fold over just one more time. So wide-legged forward, bend the arm edges of the feet parallel. Sitting bones lift. So you're always welcome to bend the knees a little bit here. Bring the hands back to the hips. Press through the feet, rise halfway up. Rise all the way up. Wonderful. Let's step the feet together. Come to the front of the mat. Bring your hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to the heart. This time we'll fold forward on the next exhale. Inhale, reaching. And then fold it forward, standing forward bend. So take a moment here, allow the spine to relax. You can grab hold of the opposite elbow. Find a little bit of fluidity and a bit of lightness. Bring the fingertips to the floor. Come halfway up. Bring the hands to the hips. Rise all the way. Bring one hand to the navel center, one hand to the heart. And just take a moment to close the eyes. And feel that you're grounded, stable, supported, and strong. Namaste.